The overhead monitors would display 847 million gallons of illegal Venezuelan oil imports within 67 seconds. January 7, 2026. Senate Banking Committee chamber buzzes with pre-hearing tension. Senator Elizabeth Warren sits 4 seats from the chairman, her reading glasses reflecting harsh committee lights. Before her lies a closed red folder marked Treasury Enforcement, Oil Sanctions Violations. What everyone expects is routine Attorney General confirmation questioning. At the witness table, Pam Bondi maintains calculated composure. Black suit professional, hands folded precisely. She's navigated confirmation hearings before, nothing extraordinary anticipated. The folder opens. Warren begins with surgical precision. Ms. Bondi, during 2025, was the Department of Justice aware of any unauthorized Venezuelan oil imports into United States markets? Standard sanctions inquiry. Expected territory. Bondi leans forward confidently. Senator, the Justice Department maintains rigorous oversight of all sanctions enforcement protocols. Any violations would trigger immediate investigation under established legal frameworks. Warren's voice carries prosecutorial authority. My question pertains specifically to Liberty Oil Transport LLC, a shell company processing Venezuelan crude through Texas Gulf Coast refineries, 847 million gallons between March and December 2025. The number hits like a physical blow. 847 million gallons. The scale suggests industrial-level sanctions evasion. Bondi's response time extends beyond normal parameters. I would need to review specific entity records to provide accurate information regarding alleged violations. Allow me to assist with specificity. Warren raises a document, Department of Treasury letterhead clearly visible. Red classification stamps mark every page. Financial Crimes Enforcement Network tracked wire transfers totaling $340 million from Liberty Oil Transport to Trump Organization subsidiary accounts. She reads the timeline methodically. March 12th, first oil shipment arrives Galveston. March 15th, $23 million transfers to Trump accounts. April 8th, second shipment. April 11th, $31 million transfer. This pattern continues for 9 months. Warren pauses. Cameras focus on Bondi's face. 847 million gallons of Venezuelan oil, $340 million in payments to Donald Trump, while American families paid $4.85 per gallon at gas stations. Bondi's hands remain folded, but her breathing becomes controlled, visible. Senator, without reviewing complete transaction contexts, I cannot verify allegations based on incomplete information. Incomplete information. Warren's voice rises slightly. Let me complete the picture. Another document emerges from her folder. Department of Justice Internal Communication, July 22, 2025. Subject, Liberty Oil Investigation, Enforcement Suspension Directive. Your signature appears at the bottom. Warren reads directly from DOJ letterhead. All investigative actions regarding Liberty Oil Transport operations are hereby suspended pending comprehensive policy review. Treasury enforcement coordination is similarly suspended until further notice. The implications crystallize immediately. Bondi had personally suspended investigation into the exact company processing illegal Venezuelan oil for Trump. But Warren has prepared nuclear-level evidence for systematic destruction. Ms. Bondi, this is an audio recording from August 15, 2025. Participants include yourself, Donald Trump, and Liberty Oil CEO Marcus Chen. Duration, 47 minutes. Location, Mar-a-Lago private dining room. Warren holds up a digital device. Would you prefer to explain this coordination, or shall we let America hear how you conspired to hide illegal oil imports while families struggled with energy costs? The chamber falls completely silent. Audio recordings end political careers permanently. Bondi's voice wavers for the first time. Senator, any alleged communications would require proper legal context and privilege considerations. Warren presses play. Crystal clear audio fills the chamber. Trump's unmistakable voice. Pam, Marcus is moving 80 million gallons monthly through Liberty. We're making serious money, but Treasury is sniffing around. You need to shut this down. Bondi responds immediately. I can suspend the investigation indefinitely. FinCEN flagging will stop. This operation continues undetected. Marcus Chen, perfect. Americans are paying premium prices while we process Venezuelan crude at $2.40 per barrel. Profit margins are extraordinary. Trump again, beautiful, but I want everything, not just 80 million monthly. Marcus, what would it take to control Venezuela's entire oil output? Chen, regime change. Maduro removal. New government gives us exclusive access. Trump, then that's what happens. Pam, when we move on Maduro, Justice Department provides full legal justification. The recording ends. Devastating silence. Warren leans forward. January 4th, 2026. 3 days ago, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro was arrested on international warrant. The same week, Liberty Oil secured exclusive rights to Venezuelan oil fields. The timeline connection proves premeditated conspiracy. Use illegal oil, then eliminate the source to gain legal control. Miss Bondi, while American seniors chose between heating and medication, while small businesses collapsed under fuel costs, Donald Trump was secretly importing 847 million gallons of Venezuelan oil at $2.40 per barrel and selling it to Americans at market prices exceeding $4.85. Warren's voice carries moral authority. You didn't just know about this betrayal, you orchestrated the cover-up. Another document surfaces. Treasury Department analysis. If Trump's illegal Venezuelan oil had been sold at cost to American consumers, average gas prices would have been $2.10 per gallon instead of $4.85. The mathematics are devastating. American families paid an extra $2.75 per gallon so Donald Trump could profit from illegal oil imports. That's $847 million in excess costs transferred directly from working families to Trump Organization accounts. But Warren's most damaging evidence targets Bondi's personal corruption. Miss Bondi, Liberty Oil Transport maintained a separate payment track, $23 million in legal consultation fees processed to Bondi Legal Services LLC between March and November 2025. Warren produces bank statements. Your personal enrichment from this conspiracy totaled $23 million. You sold American energy independence for Venezuelan blood money. Bondi sits motionless, career disintegrating under overwhelming documentation. October 15, 2025. Your private calendar shows a meeting with ExxonMobil executives. Topic: Venezuelan operation expansion. Duration: 3 hours, 15 minutes. Another photograph appears. Hotel surveillance from the Four Seasons. You, Trump, Marcus Chen, and ExxonMobil CEO Darren Woods. The discussion concerned post-Maduro oil extraction rights. Warren continues relentlessly. You weren't just covering up existing oil imports, you were planning the systematic theft of Venezuela's entire energy infrastructure. The chamber erupts as the full scope becomes clear. This wasn't just sanctions evasion, this was international conspiracy involving regime change for oil control. Miss Bondi, your personal bank accounts received $23 million. Trump Organization accounts received $340 million. American families paid $847 million in excess fuel costs. Venezuelan political prisoners suffered under Maduro while you protected his oil revenue. Warren gathers her evidence with methodical precision. You conspired to hide illegal oil imports. You suspended federal investigations. You coordinated regime change operations. You personally profited while American families struggled. This committee issues subpoenas for all Liberty Oil financial records. The Justice Department Inspector General receives criminal referrals for sanctions violations, conspiracy, money laundering, and treason. Security approaches as committee members demand immediate recess. Bondi rises unsteadily, confirmation destroyed, freedom threatened. The American people watching understood completely. While they struggled with energy costs, their leaders were secretly profiting from the exact regimes causing the crisis. $340 million in documented Trump payments, $23 million in Bondi bribes, 847 million gallons of illegal oil, recorded conspiracy conversations, timeline correlation proving premeditated regime change. By evening, Venezuela Oilgate dominated global trending. CNN led with Attorney General nominee caught in $340 million oil conspiracy. Fox News struggled to defend audio evidence of systematic betrayal. The recording would replay millions of times. Bank records would become criminal evidence. Surveillance photos would define their legacy permanently. Warren had exposed something fundamental about Washington corruption. While American families chose between gas and groceries, their leaders were getting rich from illegal oil imports, then eliminating foreign leaders to steal their resources completely. 847 million gallons of betrayal. $340 million in blood money, one recording that proved everything. Justice served with receipts.